guys, I'm Rupali from Pali Yoga, and this is day 10 of your 21-day movement challenge. I know Ben and I worked you guys a little hard the last 2 days, so today I have for you a deep, slow, stretchy yoga practice. You're not going to need any props, just your mat if you have one, and I hope you enjoy this practice and stretch and reset for the rest of the challenge. See you on your mat when you're ready. Just sit down in the most comfortable seat you can on your mat, cross-legged if possible. I will start like we always do in our regular practice, just sitting in for a few moments to calm everything down. To allow this mind to release all the things it holds on to. So we can fully immerse ourselves in our practice to intuitively move into the stretches and to lubricate, to release all the connective tissue and the muscles that may be feeling a little tight. So just another breath or two before we begin movement. Exhale it out through the mouth and inhale through the nose. And then slowly open your eyes, drop your hands down onto your knees. And we'll start to take circles right here. So hold on to your knees with your hands. And as you exhale, you pull your navel back and draw your shoulders forward. And then start to move towards your right with your chest. And then forward as you draw the shoulders back and squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Over to the left and back. Because you're holding on to your knees, it should just allow you to go all the way back and feel that flexion in your back body. And then again, take one more circle or two, starting with your right, forward, left, and back. And then one more. This time we'll move in the opposite direction, so left, forward. Make them slow so you have time to really access everything. 2 more. And then back. And then one last one. Hopefully a little more open in the spine. And then come on up to sit. We'll take a forward fold here. Bring your fingertips down to the ground. Don't reach too far. Press the hips back a little. And then start to take it over towards your right. Once you go as far right as you can go, start to move your left fingertips a little further away from you and then pull back on the ground. You'll find a nice long stretch along the top, bottom of your arm. And then take it over towards your left. You'll extend your right a little further away and then pull back with your fingertips and your shoulder. And then slowly come back to the center. Walk your hands back. And we'll move to join the soles of the feet together. Allow your knees to open. And take a breath or two to just drop the knees down. Feel the stretch nice and deep in your inner legs. And then we'll take your left hand behind you, right hand onto your right thigh, and press down just on one side. As you press down, lift your spine. Your left hand keeps you from dropping back too much or keeps you sitting tall. We'll take a little twist towards your back left. Just look down so your neck's easy. Come back to the center. Right hand behind you, left hand on your left inner thigh, just pressing it down a little or a lot, and then taking it out to your right. Yeah, this is just to accentuate that little stretch. And then come back in, move your feet, and then we'll come to hands and knees. Yeah, just regular cat-cows for a few breaths, knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, and then as you inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, fold the navel up. I want you to add a little forward and back in your cat shape. If that feels nice. If not, just take a straightforward cat-cow. Again, inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Gaze lifts. And then exhale, hold the navel up. One more, inhale. This time if you wanted to add a side to side, in that cat-cow movement, you can. Hold the navel up, press it out to the right, press it out to the left. When you come back to the center, we'll walk the hands forward and the knees back. Pop up on your fingertips so your elbows, your shoulders are nice and strong. You'll draw the shoulders back and start to melt forward into a Anahatasana, melting heart. Also called puppy pose, I think. Yeah. If this hurts your shoulders, doesn't feel very good, place the palms down, bring the elbows down. You'll soften through the chest. Drop the chin towards the ground if it feels good. But most importantly, just find where you can go with your breath today and settle in deep into that sensation. Step into it instead of running away from it. And then inhale, we'll come back up to hands and knees. And then extend your right leg back behind you on the ground. Just toes in, heel presses down. Really working strong with the back of the legs, but on the ground. So you press the heel actively down and take a few breaths. Then keep your left toes tucked in. I want you to be light on your left knee. I want you to take that left foot and bring it back behind that left knee like a kickstand, and then spin the right foot down flat, lengthening away. Take your right hand off and extend your right arm up. Again, it's like a modified side plank. You'll take a breath here. Press the outer edge of your right foot down really strong. And then you'll start to reach your right arm, extend it overhead, palm down. Hold that for a breath or two, really actively pressing down with the foot, reaching with your right fingertips. If you wanted to add a little more space here, you start to spin the chest towards the sky. Right? Options. You can stay where it feels good, or you can go a little deeper if that feels better. Inhale, come back to the center. Extend your right arm up and you lift your right leg up. Just reach back behind you, hold on to the foot, wrap the foot in, press it back into your hand, and then kick that back. Squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other, pulling the knee back away from you, and then very slowly release that. Place the foot down. Now I like to bring my hand down, use my right foot, and kind of lift my left off to come back to the center. You can do that as well. Then bring your right knee back, sit back on your heels. I will take a little moment to release the wrists. So we'll squeeze the wrists out, shake them out a little bit, and come right back for the other side. So hands down, toes tucked in, left leg extends, really press the heel down. Strongly, you should feel a deep stretch all the way in your calves. But it's not very normal or common to feel a stretch and feels really good. And then your right toes are tucked in, you'll start to turn. Left foot flat down. Feel free to adjust it. So it's normally heel to knee, and that works for most people. Left arm lifts up, and then as you press down with your outer edge of your left foot, you take your left arm over and reach and stretch so the whole left side body is feeling it. Again, you can stay here. You start to spin the chest a little bit towards the ceiling. As you undo that spinning up, extend your left arm up. You lift your left leg up, bend the knee, hold on to the foot, and then press it back. Release that. Bring your hand down. Bring both knees down. Take a moment in child's pose with toes tucked in. And then we'll head towards downward facing dog. So as you find the downward facing dog, lift your hips up. Bend and straighten your knees. See where the back of your legs is doing. See what they feel like. And really seeing, understanding, feeling versus judging. No one feel like they need to judge their own body or their practice. Inhale as you lift that right leg up. Exhale, take a bend in the knee and try to drop it towards your left, over the left, but not to the ground, of course, just a stretch. So hold that. Inhale, lift that right leg back up. Exhale as you move that right foot forward. Pause right here. Inhale, and then out to your left at an angle. So it's okay to lean in to your fingertips, pop up on your fingertips, and then press back. So your right knee is bent, your left leg is up, your left heel is pressing down, and you'll extend back. Engage through your left quadricep. Really squeeze and lift your quad. One more breath. And then inhale. Lift the head, walk back to the top of your mat with your hands. Lift your back heel up, and then take your right arm up. Take a breath here. You'll draw the right hip back. And if you feel so inclined, you can stay here with your right knee bent, or you can start to straighten that right leg as you keep your left hand on the ground. Drawing the right hip back, and then release right hand down. You'll bend your right knee back, walk out back towards your left. Pop up on your fingertips, press back. And again, this is the same one. You press your left heel back down. This is the same one. You can stay here, or you can start to straighten your right leg. It may not straighten all the way with your hands on the ground, but it's possible to press that right hip back and start to really work that stretch. For 3, 2, both feet equal, both quads working. And then inhale, walk your hands back. You'll take a moment here, spin the left heel in, right toes in, and come up. So your feet are parallel, adjust when you need it. Take a full breath or so. And then as you exhale, we'll release down to the ground. You'll hold on to big toes. So your feet, if they're wider apart, bring them in. If they're too close, move them out. Hold on to your big toes. Press the big toes down. Draw the shoulders up, elbows out. Inhale as you extend the chest. Exhale as you fold forward. As soon as you fold forward, your shoulders drop towards the ground. You lift them up. Hold your strongly to your big toes and press down with your toes. And instead of leaning back into your heels, lean forward a little bit into your toes. Strong legs, straight or not. Another breath or two. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, move your hands down. Move your left hand into the center, slightly ahead, right underneath the shoulder. And then as you inhale, take your right arm up. Yeah. And it's possible you feel a little more stretch in the left inner thigh, and that's okay. Don't try to crank your hips in any kind of strong shape. Just press the ground away and keep your quads working. As you exhale, your right hand comes down and your left inhale reaches up. Again, you may feel a little more on your right inner thigh, and that's okay. Exhale, release that. Yeah. Turn back to the front. Step it back. Walk the dog in place just to find it all. And then you lift your left leg up for the other side. Bend the knee, take it over the top just a little bit. Let the foot relax and let the side body deeply stretch. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, moves it forward. You'll spin the back heel down, move your fingertips inside your left foot and walk them out at an angle to the right. Once you find the max extension, even allow yourself to go a little forward into your fingertips. Now strong hands, strong fingers, draw the hips back. And take a few breaths here. Very slowly start to come back in. Lift the back heel up. You'll spin your left arm up. Again, you can stay here. Adjust as you need it. Extend the left arm up. Draw that left hip back. Or look down. If you're going to attempt this, you'll start to straighten your left leg. Yeah. Notice I'm not just pushing my knee back. I'm actually drawing that whole left side back, the left hip back. Right hand stays on the ground, or you don't straighten your left leg. Finally, release your left hand. Bend your left knee. Spin the back heel down again and walk out towards your right. Same thing, maybe put your palms down instead of fingertips. Press back. Extend. And if it feels right, strong hands, start to straighten your left. Yeah, again, I'm just straightening by drawing my left hip back. Never even fully straightening it. If I feel like I might hyperextend my left knee. Inhale, come up. Turn your left toes in. Turn your right heel in. And then come on up with your feet parallel to each other. I'm going to turn around so you keep seeing what I'm doing. But you stay where you are. Take a breath here. And then as you lower down, you'll interlace your fingers behind your lower back, draw the shoulders back, exhale strong legs, same move. You're going to press the hips back, press the knees straight, and fold. Let the arms drop over. Relax the head, relax the shoulders, relax everything except the legs. Finally, to unclasp the fingers, first drop them onto your lower back. And then release them onto the ground. Press the ground away, lengthen the spine. And as you take a full breath, move towards the front. Step your foot back. It's your left. Drop your knees down, chest down, and chin down. And then slowly just glide forward. Stretch your toes out. Press your hips down. Your hands are under the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Keep your lower back grounded. As you inhale, pressing down into your feet, down into your hips, you'll curl up into a tiny baby cobra. Yeah, I mean it, a tiny one. And then exhale, release it down. The next one's going to be like a medium-sized cobra. Inhale. This time you'll pull the hands back towards your feet, press the feet down, come on up a little bit more. If that feels good, or you can keep with the baby cobra, exhale. Yeah. At no point do you straighten your arms in cobra unless you have extremely open back. Yeah. So a little more, maybe like a adult-sized cobra. Pull the shoulders back, pull the hands back, curl it up, and then exhale. We'll tuck the toes in, press the hips back towards the heels, and as you come there, stretch your toes out. We'll take a child's pose, arms back, head down, hips down. Stay there for a few breaths. And then slowly roll up to sit.